winner of the 2013 CPFA. What's that?
CFPA.
I'm sorry, CFPA Elite Defensive Back Trophy. Brad Smith with the organization is here if you have any questions for him about the trophy and the honor. But otherwise, here's a chance to get to Buck before the draft.
Deone, can you talk about how these last couple months have gone for you and what the experience has been like?
Honestly, a dream come true. You know, if I'm just gonna put words out there. You know, it's just something that I've honestly, dreamed about since I was a little kid, and for it to actually be happening, going in motion, and having an opportunity to be able to play in different games, be able to meet different people, such great players and things like that, and go through this whole process. You know, I just feel truly blessed, honestly, and of course I just thank God for the opportunities and blessing me being with first my ability and being able to put me in the right position to be in this process.
What was the Senior Bowl like? Could you talk a bit about that experience?
It was a great experience. Like I said, you got to play with such great talent, such great people, and I was fortunate enough to be able to represent this great school, and going down there and being able to play and showcase my talent. I was happy. It was just something, it's unexplainable, what I felt when I was over there, and I was able to just, show scouts, what I could do on the field and the person that I am off.
What were your goals heading into the combine, and do you feel like you met those goals?
Right. My goals were just to show people the player that I am, just to show them that that I'm a playmaker, somebody that loves the game of football. That's like I said, dreamed about this ever since I was a little kid. I want to show them my passion for the game, and I feel I went over there and I showed them, and then I showed them how much this means to me, and the fact that if I get an opportunity that I'm a first, I'm gonna be thankful for it, and I'm gonna run with it. I'm gonna do everything possible to make the team that I'm blessed enough to land on successful.
Are there any teams you've kind of gotten a sense are interested in you, or that you've talked to multiple times?
I haven't. I've talked to all of them. So it's kind of hard to see because it's so early in the process. But I've talked to all the teams. But like I said, I just want them to get a feel for who I am and hopefully just be able to get in the best fit for me.
Could you talk a bit about just the training process with your agents and representatives, what they wanted you to focus on and what you've been up to?
As far as training goes, I've been in Orlando for a real long time. I was over in Orlando the whole process before the combine, and I was over there. It was Coach Tom Shaw. He was my speed, my strength, my conditioning coach. He was all three. He's a great coach, great guy, and he prepped me, and he had me. He allowed me to, he had people put in place there so that I wouldn't be surprised with anything, So I was prepared for everything, going down the road. I was prepared for all the individual drills, all the, the 40, the broad jump, the vertical, things like that. And then I was also prepared for the interviews. And so, I've been out there just, really just training hard and I was, fortunate enough to put, good times and good measurables out there during the combine.
You hear so much about the interview process and how thorough the teams are. Were there any questions that you got asked that kind of took you aback?
There wasn't really any questions that really just was totally from left field. Probably one was from the Browns. They videotaped you and they asked you to name as many things you can do with a brick, in 1 minute, and that's kind of hard to do because the first thing you want to say is like throw it at somebody, but you can't say that. So it's like I was saying like sing something, hammer a nail. It was kind of hard. It's kind of difficult, but I feel like I got some good answers out there. So it was definitely good.
You showed up in Indianapolis about 5 pounds lighter than your senior season. Was that intentional?
Oh yeah. I just wanted to go out there to be able to run faster 40, just be able to look more fluid on the field. I feel like, going down a little bit in weight, I feel like that allowed me to put some better times out there. But as far as football goes, I would like to play at a heavier, of course, a heavier, more tone, body frame. I feel like I can maintain my speed first and foremost. And, I feel like those few extra pounds will, help me against the, bigger backs and bigger tight ends that you're going to see in the league.
Having put up such good numbers at the Combine, have you thought about whether or not you're going to participate in Pro Day here at Washington State?
I haven't really thought about it. The individual drills, like the 40 and things like that, I'm not. It's all really in my agent's hands. My agent, I pay him, he guides me. He knows what he's talking about. So if he tells me not to, if he tells me to participate, then I'll do it either way. It doesn't really matter. I love playing the game of football, so it doesn't really matter to me.
What are your plans for draft day?
Draft day, I'm not really big on big party or anything, but I'm just gonna be with the people that I love, my family and just my really close friends. Just over at my mom's house, and just kind of taking the whole experience. I'm gonna watch every single round, no matter when I get picked. I've always done it, ever since I could remember. I've watched the NFL draft. I watched 1 through 7. I'm gonna do the same thing, brother. I wasn't even in it. So.
Can you just take us through where were you when you found out you had won this award?
I was actually at the Senior Bowl, and friend here, he took me aside, and I was really just surprised. I didn't expect anything. I was just at Senior Bowl, just trying to make a name for myself. Trying to just prove and talk to scouts and things like that. And he took me aside, and he really explained just the history behind the trophy. And with that, when he was telling me that, I was just in awe, of all the great people that have gotten the trophy before me, and it was kind of mind-blowing and just kind of, like I said, dream come true all at the same time, because I wasn't expecting it, but, seeing all the different people that got it, and there were such great players, and players that are very successful in the league now, so it's just something that I was really happy about, I was honestly just thankful, yeah.
Do you get to keep it?
I sure hope so. It's a really nice trophy.
Did they tell you anything about the selection process?
They didn't tell me anything about it. They told me that, I got picked. It wasn't, I'm sure there's a bunch of different DBs out there that, that were on the ballot for it, that were also very, prestigious DBs as well, and, like I said, I'm just thankful, however it went down, however they decided, selected, I'm just happy that it was me that they selected.
Deone, how important is it to you as to where you get drafted?
Honestly, it's everybody wants to go as high as they can, but like I said, this has been a dream of mine. The fact that I even have an opportunity to get drafted, that's kind of crazy to me, I still haven't even really fully accepted it now, it's something you as a little kid, you're looking at the draft, you're looking at the people going across the stage, shaking the commissioner's hand, and it's could that be me one day? Who knows, and it's that's kind of insane that it could be. So it doesn't matter where I get picked, if it's the last pick, I'm just happy that I got an opportunity to be on the field, because I feel like it's really, what really matters is what you do after you get selected, or after you get, picked through free agency, or you didn't, or if you're an undrafted person, I feel that's what really matters, yeah.
And how about winning not only this award, but all the awards you've won this season? What does it mean to you?
Yeah, I've always said that I'm not a big individual, stat or awards guy, but with that being said, none of this could have happened first without God and without my teammates. Without my teammates in the school, I wouldn't be here. I wouldn't gotten any of the stats or the awards or the different things that they can give me without the people, without the fans, without my teammates, paving the way for me, allowing me to be out there, the coaches putting me in the right positions, to make plays and things like that. So looking back on it all, I'm just like I said, I'm just thankful. I'm just kind of taking it all in and appreciative for every single moment, because it's only going to happen once.
And looking back now at your 4 years here at Washington State, what are you going to miss the most?
I've always said it, and I don't miss the fans, honestly. It's kind of crazy because, we've been through, a lot of downs. We've been through a lot of downs, but we also, this past year we had a lot of ups, and, our fans, they've been through it with us, every step of the way. We've been down, and they were right there, to pick us back up. Each and every year, we're going to get better, we're going to get there, They're always supporting us in the spring game. They're always supporting us, each and every game. We could be, 2-8, they're still in the stands, they're still cheering us on. So that's what I'm going to miss the most, just the support and the love, Washington State gives to its players.
And through this process and up until draft day, has Coach Leach been talking to you at all? And if so, what has he been saying?
Oh yeah, Coach Leach, he's not a big talker, but I've talked to him a few times, and he's supportive. He's been through the process a lot. He's coached countless NFL players before, You know, so he understands. He understands what it takes. He understands the people, the person that you need to be. And, you know, honestly, it's just all support from all the coaching staff, the whole coaching staff as a whole. So, and I really appreciate that.
What else you guys have for Deone? Anything? Anything for Brad? Just on the award itself?
Brad, could you talk a little bit about just the selection process?
Yes, College Football Performance Award selects all its recipients based on objective scientific rankings of the extent to which individual players increase the overall effectiveness of their teams. CFPA recognizes players at the FBS level and at the FCS level. It confers weekly, annual, and career awards.
Is it good?
The awards are strictly performance-based.
And they're all analytical, statistical based. There's no votes.
Precisely, there's no voting process. There are no finalists or semifinals selected halfway through the season.
Great.
Thank you.
Thank you.